RetroPalooza is officially open.
RetroPalooza is finally open. The fun can officially begin.
Okay, what you need to do is not take any crap. You need to stand up for yourself and kick Aaron.
Right away this time around, we dive straight into game hunting. No messing around. And right away we are stopped by people, by you guys, which we love and the whole reason we go out to these things. And one of the things I'm gifted right away.
It's for you, man.
For me?
Yeah.
What is it? Oh man! Oh, Ricky, you know.
Stinking Aaron.
Ricky knows I don't even care about amiibos.
He knows I love amiibos.
And so does the guy, Marco, by the way. I've become friends with him, knows that I don't even like him either. We kind of did it to spite Ricky, and I enjoy it. Thank you.
He loves it when he picks on me, dude.
Así es las cosas, ¿verdad? Piensa que soy Chuck Norris, pero aquí andamos en RetroPalooza con los vatos de TheNesPursuit. Está machín.
I gave it to Ricky anyway.
Hate you, Aaron.
Where are you guys going?
We're going to lunch.
You never know where the treasure will be. You gotta look at all lunch or breakfast.
Oh, breakfast.
Every one of these is like a container that might or might not.
Hey, Aaron, did they even ask us if we wanted to come? No, they just ditched us.
They ditched us.
That's cool. I noticed it here. Not only are the games everywhere, people are like lining up everywhere. Anything you want is pretty much here. Anything.
With RetroPalooza going off, this right here kind of sets to how cool the event's going. We run into Grimsy42. And he has this look on his face and he's excited and I'm like, what's the big deal?
So, finally reached the end of the rainbow, completed my nice licensed NES set, and I was worried. I was thinking that it would be bittersweet, that I would be like all depressed and stuff, but it actually is kind of like finishing a good book. So I feel pretty good about it.
This is a really big deal. For most people like us or Ricky or thousands of other people on the internet, that's the holy grail, finishing your NES, licensed cart set, and he did it here at RetroPalooza. Freaking rad. Good for him.
Happy to have it in the collection, so definitely a big accomplishment.
Jealous? Yeah, jealous because I would sell it. Buy myself some tight pants.
I got my tight pants on.
Brush your teeth, take a shower every day if you can, get enough rest, and be nice to people.
Sorry. Hey, your buddy gave me a All-Stars pack in World for 35.
Well, good for you then, Drew.
Yeah, he told me to tell you that you failed at your job.
Screw that.
Confirmed, he sucks at his job.
Last night, before Ricky and I had the camera, I ran into a guy that had an Acclaim double player NES wireless controller set.
What's up? What's up, man? We're back for that. He already recognized us. So this was 10, this was 2? Yeah. Okay, cool. Sweet. The double player. This is what they call it when me and Ricky go out to clubs.
The reason this intrigued me is A, it was only $10. Now I've seen these things around. They're normally not complete. They're like 20 bucks. The boxes are usually beat up if there's even a box involved. Not this one. It was really good condition. The styrofoam was perfectly intact.
This is wireless. I don't know how good the signal actually is on these, but the condition of this is really where it's at right now. See this? This is clean. I like that it's from Acclaim too. I mean, I know it's not Nintendo, but
for this mission, you need the Acclaim double-player dual wireless controllers for your Nintendo Entertainment System. With slow motion, twin turbo rapid fire, head-to-head or team play. Get Acclaim's double-player system from power to move ×2.
It has everything. It's complete. It's really clean. We've seen this at the swap meet before for like 50 bucks in terrible condition. So for 10 bucks,
I've been looking at these everywhere, not really looking for them, but to see it for this price in that great a shape.
Wow. I'll tell you what, I am jealous. 10 bucks? Look at that. Man, you lucky dog.
I am super stoked to add it to my collection in my games rooms.
Right. Do you still have that Contra, and do you know how much you want for it?
Contra
for the DS.
Let me look it up real quick.
So from the same guy Aaron gets the Acclaim controllers from, I managed to find Contra 4, which I've been looking for a lot. Great game if you don't have it. You know who's been telling me to get this for the longest time? Andy. And Oh, that belt buckle. That little Nintendo belt buckle. Pretty sweet. What you think?
I think it's pretty sick.
It needs a little shine. I'm not gonna lie, it's already starting off as a good day. Is that 5 on this thing?
Yeah.
5. Dude, stop zooming in on me. So we're going through, actually going like Manuel crazy. I do love Street Fighter. Let's see if you got any more Street Fighter.
Also got more manuals underneath your feet.
We're just running through, see some Street Fighter manuals. I have to get them because it's Street Fighter. Street Fighter's so good. Thank you, sir.
Awesome, thank you.
Street Fighter. Deals are happening left and right. Everything's just like, you don't have to wait for the deal. It's right there. It's pretty sweet how fast everything's happening.
Stay humble, always be learning, and let the good times roll.
Wow. Last night I had the Chief. Okay, Chief.
Oh, that's me.
I had him hold gargoyles on the Genesis for me last night as well when we didn't have the camera.
Where is it? Did you sell it?
Hey, Chief, isn't that game you sold me for $1?
Shut up.
I think it was, bro. I'm sorry.
Alright, fine. A platformer developed by Disney in 1995. Really fun game. A game that I've been wanting to play a little more in depth.
Get this darn game. Where is it? How much is that? I don't even remember. How much is it? How much is it?
Okay, Chief, for Twizenny.
Oh, you're the best. Let me give you a hug. Come here.
Something that's cool about it is I've been collecting, actually, wow, this worked out well, gargoyle stuff lately. And I've been, you know, as I've been getting into the toys, I told myself, hey, I want to get back into the games a little more. So this is kind of what sparked it. Thanks, Chief.
Wait, hold on.
You don't have to be afraid.
I love him.
Oh, jeez. Oh, look at. Oh, look. Oh, okay. Dang, artist. Artist.
Stay off drugs, kids.
Game on, brother. Game on. Game on.
All right.
Getting a lot of cool gifts, like I said. But we got probably the coolest gift ever.
I got stuff for you guys.
Holy cow. Tell me you're kidding.
Yeah.
Because you don't know how bad. I'm not even kidding. In my brain, I've been craving a Dr. Pepper all morning.
This guy watches the show for sure because he brought us Oreos, Dr. Pepper.
Bring it in. No, bring it in.
And then a hero comes along.
Oreos and Dr. Pepper.
Thank you. Why do I like this more than anything so far? I'm like, you're the man. Thank you.
Marry that man. Marry him anyway.
You know what? If me and my wife make out tonight in the hotel with this, I'm gonna think of you while I'm kissing her.
All right.
Oh, great. Now I'm in a Retro Liberty episode.
Yeah.
Life is ruined. Wait, we gotta have this.
Oh, yes. Awesome. Okay, shut it off. Shut it off.
Keep it going. Drop down.
How do I drop down? All right, here.
Quick way. No, get the bat. Right in our these are bumper buttons.
Dang it!
Alright, so really looking for Puss in Boots ever since Aaron sold his and I didn't get it. So I was pretty happy when one of our viewers
Oh man, this is an exciting episode.
I just pull these out. They're so good. Puss in Boots and Flintstones. Puss in Boots and Flintstones. And I got it for a nice price. Which I don't remember what it was, but I think it was nice. I'll take this one for sure. This one I'm still... I'll probably come back for it at the end, watch. And then, you know, Flintstones was there. I really wanted it, but I'm cheap. I only wanted one. So Puss in Boots it was. Puss in Boots.
So funny.
That's true. We don't have any YouTube money.
YouTube money sucks.
So it was pretty cool. We have a booth right next to Joe and Dave from GameSack. you know what? It's just fun to hang out with them.
Freaking Joe and Dave. They gotta settle this whole Nintendo versus Sega thing. They're always fighting with each other.
Let's put this Nintendo versus Genesis thing to rest. Which is better?
What does Sega really do that Nintendo doesn't?
Sega does. They make video games that are not on Nintendo.
That is the straight up answer.
There's no point in fighting. Everyone knows Nintendo's better anyway.
Define blast processing.
Blast processing is some figgity fat processing that's like blast speed, man. Blast processing is amazing. If it doesn't have blast processing, it sucks.
Genesis or Nintendo? Nintendo.
What one Nintendo game simply puts every Sega game to shame?
Well, there's Mario. I mean, what else? Come on.
How come I can't say Game Stack together?
Come on. What about Phantasy Star?
What about it?
Like, no, I only like action games.
But the funny thing is that they were actually like legitimately kind of arguing at each other and bickering with each other.
I like them. Here we go.
I like them a lot.
What was the last book you read, Joe?
They're gonna fight! Look! Wood! Oh shoot!
I would like your finest medium surgery. Yeah, that one actually. That is the most hipster one you guys have.
I buy a little Game Sack shirt. Their shirts are like $10. It comes with like a pen and a tote bag that says Game Sack.
I will wear that on my pants.
I wear one of your shirts. What do you want?
Their shirts are nice looking too. They're like kind of hipster, just being honest.
Really?
Yeah.
We're a little perverted here at GameStack.
This is more than I ever wanted in my life.
And also, Joe likes to hug. Joe hugs a lot. He's warm. He's a warm guy. Really warm.
This is more than I'll ever need.
Good luck going to sleep tonight.
I'll sleep good.
Sleep good now.
Yeah, that's right.
Holding my wife to me. Joe.
So we're hanging out with the completionist, and I see like a little booth table right next to us.
Or I'm gonna turn around so nobody talks to me.
That's not true. I'm getting ready for my panel.
I don't want anyone. Oh, I'm getting ready for my panel. Hence, just playing Mario Maker.
That's my panel.
Oh. That's too good.
I start going through the toys, and the completionist tells me they're Pro Jareds. So I'm like, ooh! Start rambling through these toys, and
larger ones are $5. If you want these two, you can do both $5. So all of them, $15.
See that?
I had a Leon earlier, but you missed it.
Dang it! Yeah. I picked up some sweet toys. I got this sweet Simon Belmont. Yes. Ken. You know I'm gonna buy the Ken. There's a bunch of stuff, but I just wanted to get those. Later on, we saw someone selling these, like, not even like at one place. It was like at 3 different places for like 25 to 30 bucks. I'm like, what? So 5 for this? Not bad. Alright, so we go to Kingsley. Mr. Kingsley had a booth.
What are you doing?
Filming.
And I decided to get a couple things from him. I believe a Resident Evil 5, the special edition, just the case. That's all I needed. 4. Why did I say 5?
Pick them up. Let's see. This is the stuff that you and Ricky wanted, right?
And the Neo Geo Coliseum? Neo Geo Coliseum? Coliseum Neo Geo? I still haven't even tried it. Oh god.
Anywho, that's for Jer. So he needed that, so I hooked him up.
And then we picked up Jer's blue Game Gear. He doesn't even deserve it, stinking Jer. He didn't come.
The Neo Geo, I can do 5 to make it even. And, yeah, $10.
I love you, Kingsley. Seriously. Just keep that thing, and if it doesn't sell later, I'll come back.
Okay. So, $10, good.
And from Samantha, I picked up a mini classic Super Mario Bros. Keychain. And this time it's sealed. I've gotten 2 of these already. These things are awesome.
So if I haven't priced it yet.
I've been seeing a few of these here this weekend. Normally I actually don't know if I've ever seen these, but lately with getting into like the watch type of stuff and the Game & Watch type of stuff, I'm kind of digging this stuff.
It's me, Mario.
The Nintendo Mini Classics are a series of small LCD games licensed by Nintendo since 1998. Almost all of the games in the series are reissues of Game & Watch titles. Now this isn't something I need, but it is something super cool, and I just put it straight to my son, gave it to him to go in his game room so we can play with it. And it's pretty cool and it works.
Whoa, bless your soul. Oh, look at that, 3 exactly.
It's been doing nothing really.
Thank you. Pleasure doing business with you. Hope we work together again soon. Thank you very much, and I appreciate it, and I'll see you soon.
Ditto.
Dun dun!
So,
we are super tired. The end of the day crept up on us so fast, so we go back and go to bed.
How do you feel about video games?
Games. Same old regurgitated bull over and over.
Good morning. Breakfast.
The next morning swept upon us, crept upon us so fast, it's like we didn't even get to sleep, and we're already back in action. It's already again. A new day is dawned. We're here in Texas.
What's your plan for the last day?
We're going to McKinley, Texas.
You excited?
Yeah.
Why don't you want to be here?
We like it here.
We were here yesterday.
We were here yesterday, Friday.
Alright, so this is the last day. I want to go out with a bang, find something cool, just find something right under Aaron's nose and just rub it in and be like, yes!
8-bit Eric still sucks.
So anyways, we go to a table. It's actually full of Zelda stuff.
I mean, this place had plates, figurines, standees, everything Zelda collectible that you can think of.
Look at this belt. Should have bought this instead of the NES one. Good stuff. I love Zelda stuff. So I picked up this snapback hat, like this trucker Zelda hat, and then this Zelda patch, which was really cool. This sweet Zelda hat from this nice gentleman right here for $5. Look at this good, look at this, all this Zelda goodness.
So our panel's starting soon. Our panel's starting in like 20 minutes.
Not much, not much. Try to get to the panel room a little bit early if you guys need anything special hookups or AV cables or anything like that.
But we didn't record it, as always. We just aren't really into the long recording. Sorry. Well, we gotta do a quick scan of the area before we go over there. I mean, we don't want to miss out on anything. Last day, best deals. Let's go! So some of our buddies named Joe Alonzo and Sam V something. She has purple hair.
You had to ruin it for me.
She's really cool. They're all cool. But they have a Wii U dev kit. This isn't something you see ever, anywhere. I mean, you basically have to be a developer yourself to see one of these things. I've never seen one in person.
Well, I killed a man for it. His name was Ricky.
Seriously, dude. They have it set for, I think, $1,000, which...
Starting negotiations around 1,000. So, I mean, you know, obviously I'll take less.
Super duper rare.
Awesome. Yeah, you never see it.
No.
You know, it's one of those things, if nobody has it, who knows the price on it? So it's just kind of up in the air. Besides the Wii U dev kit, they have one of the coolest things I've ever seen, and I'm talking a pink Jigglypuff sports bra.
Do you have medium in both, or do you not know? Or which one do you have medium?
I do have medium.
My first thought was that I want to buy one for Ricky.
Buying this for Ricky. I don't know. I gotta get it.
You should wear it around.
I could, but my wife is out here, and I want to make sure that she gets one because, you know.
Look what I just bought. Oh, see, look, here it comes already.
It's coming. Where is it?
You did?
Yeah.
Try it on.
No, it's for my wife. Stop it.
Okay.
I hate all of you.
I know everyone's gonna make fun of me here. I have to carry it around and like, oh, you look like a anyway, but Jigglypuff now.
So we got to hang out with GameSack. It's fun to hang out with like someone you only chat on online. It's different thing to chat like person to person.
It's cool. What's the best thing you bought all weekend?
Cheeseburger. Probably Pocket Fighter on the Saturn.
You know what? They're really cool guys, like cool guys.
So I wanted to hang out with Dave and Joe as well, but I go over to Dave and Ricky who are in like corner giggling about something. I don't know, they're kind of weird. They're like boyfriend and girlfriend in the corner where they're laughing about Splatterhouse and look at Keith Courage, isn't this game awesome? Oh, we're such good turbo friends.
I could talk to him for hours, especially Dave. Let's just talk, Dave.
And I'm just like, all right, whatever.
If I'm not in love with you, what is this I'm going through?
But these guys are awesome.
Hi, yeah, I'm playing this game Star Tropics 2 for a friend of mine.
Dave picks up Star Tropics on the NES, a freaking awesome game. Star Tropics is great. It was developed and published by Nintendo. The game is also available on the Virtual Console, and the game has definitely gained some popularity as of late.
Yeah, it's a little action RPG. Fairly hard in places, but it's pretty fun. Something he's been looking for, and I'll look like a cool guy because I found it for him and thought about him, right?
Xbox ain't got games.
Xbox ain't got games.
Ever since Ricky got his arcade cab, we've been playing a ton, and I mean a ton, of fighting games, and we feel like we're pretty good at them. So when we look over, we kind of didn't explore any of the video games to actually play yet, but we see the full arcade setup, we see Marvel vs. Capcom, Street Fighter, all these different fighters. Needless to say, we dive straight over there, we start playing.
Alright, so I'm not gonna say that Ricky and I are great at fighter games, but we play them a lot, and whenever we come and challenge people, we usually win.
I'm sitting there bragging. I just was. I was in one of those moods where I'm like, hey, I'm good at fighting games, listen to me, hear me out. I'm not boasting, I'm just saying what I feel. And I've heard from a lot of people that Greg Honeycutt from Texas himself is amazing at fighter games. I mean, I've heard this from OK Chief. I've seen people upload videos of how good he is at fighter games, you know, Street Fighters and Marvel vs. Capcoms.
I also heard that Greg's really good at fighting games from a lot of people, actually.
And as I'm bragging,
good at them, I'll just be honest. What is it? The game hunting guys are just good at fighting games? It's okay. Greg Honeycutt, he sucks at video games. Greg does.
Let's see what happens.
Hey.
I'm gonna beat this.
I actually don't want these characters. They already had me preset with these people.
What's he want to do? He wants to challenge me.
You can stop.
Let's go. The game is close. The game is extremely close. I mean, the first round, each of our characters are gone like that. I'm not as experienced with Mega Man. I'm a little nervous, but as soon as that second round starts and we're both on our last player, I come alive.
No! No!
Just got lucky, though. That's all.
Good game, sir.
He was warmed up.
That's debatable.
Dramatic for that whooping I just received. Very dramatic.
I've been playing a ton, and I mean a ton of NES games on my Wii. I got to admit, whatever, you guys know that by now. And I run by, actually from Sam again.
I need to know how good this actually works.
I see this Pro controller that says it's for the Wii U, but it actually works for the Wii as well. And it's like a Super Nintendo hybrid and also like a Pro controller. And I am dying to get the thing. It's only 15 bucks, A, and secondly, or B, it's in great condition. And it comes with a charger.
NES games or older games on your Wii.
Okay.
It's perfect.
And this is for Wii, not Wii U.
Wii games only.
Does that go with it? That charger?
Yeah.
I get it. I've actually been using it. It's one of those pickups that I was most excited about of the whole event because besides, you know, things that look cool on shelves, it's something that I knew I would be using more than anything.
I'm gonna get this because I've been playing games on the Wii a lot, and I need this because I don't like the. Actually, it's not bad. The square controller, the rectangle, it's not terrible. This is better. My softbox. Walking around, Scott, JHMDF, Ricky, side by side, lapping it up, and I'm like, what are they doing over here? Ricky has a game in his hand. Bought a game. Did he want the camera again? No. I'm beginning to think Ricky doesn't even want the camera around when he does pickup, so he doesn't have to do any more work and like narrate the videos and stuff. Oh look, and I'm fine. What is it?
Found this game good.
But you know what I do because I'm sick of it? I literally grab Scott by the arm and Ricky by the arm and tell him, you guys are reenacting this.
This is the first time he's brought this to my attention that you're interested. It is Gunstar Future Heroes. Different name because different country.
Me and Scott had a transaction on this sweet Gunstar Heroes for the Game Boy Advance in Espanol.
But I figure, hey, it's in Spanish. Who else would love Spanish but Ricky? And I was like, how about $5? $5. It's a fun game. He's never played the Game Boy Advance one. Well, here you go.
Thank you, my good man. The story for this game takes place after the events of the original game and features an expanded combat system over its predecessor on the Genesis.
And then there was $5. It was earlier. There was $5.
This is a reenactment.
And in scene.
Just do it! Every day in the summer.
I'm Wilford Brimley from Liberty Medical.
John, what'd you get?
What'd you get?
Bam!
Look at this.
Bam.
Turbo graphics.
It's modded so it can play Japanese games too, which is cool. It's got the AV out.
My wife is back, and I need to present her with the sports bra I got her. Actually, I'm not even really sure if it was a sports bra. It was definitely a bra of some sort.
What is it?
It's Jigglypuff, the Pokemon character. What should I get into? I thought the sports bra is cute. It's for girls. They never buy stuff.
That's sweet. So sweet. Nice.
What?
This is gonna be right where your boob is.
I know, Jigglypuff's for your Jigglypuff.
She liked it. I actually tried to get her to put it on in the convention. She wouldn't do it. Whatever. Sport.
I know, and the color's good. It's like a heather pink. It's like a soft pink.
I like it. Thanks.
Put it on.
Not right now.
Right now.
Not right now.
Right now. But she liked it. I'm glad she liked it. That's all that matters. And she still wears it when she runs. Jigglypuffs.
Janelle, what do you think about it?
I really like it. Good quality, good color, cute, really cute.
Only worth living if somebody is loving you. Baby, now you do.
Alright, I have to know inspiration for that one. What?
I love Disney.
So just went for
Just
it.
Disney, yeah.
Is that the only Disney tattoo
No,
you have?
I'm gonna get more Disney on here. I have the Mickey there, of course. This is Disney reference for Beauty and the Beast with the rose and everything.
Okay. This is by far the biggest deal, at least that I was aware of, that took place in this whole entire expo, the whole entire weekend.
Ooh, I just made a good trade. Okay, so this gentleman and I decided to make a trade. He's gonna get my Sharp TV to display all of my games, actually pretty much everything that was on my table, and including my bargain bin and the strategy guides.
Remember earlier when we said our buddy Joe Alonzo and his wife Sam had a Wii U dev kit? Well, someone bid on it and actually was willing to get it. And it was Kingsley, our buddy Kingsley, so this is perfect.
For a Wii U development kit.
So it was actually a pretty big deal. Kingsley's trade.
Kingsley is literally trading everything on his entire table. This comes with a Sharp NES TV. This comes with...
It was a sweet Resident Evil 4 chainsaw, the controller for the GameCube.
Very much tons of uncommon, less popular video games.
Like, I feel like what a girl would feel like when a hot guy asks them out, so I got butterflies.
But dude, he had a bunch of good stuff in there.
Just call me a hot girl.
How do you feel?
Yeah, there you go. My wife's gonna kill me for taking home more stuff than I brought. How do you feel? This is all ours.
What?
This whole table is ours.
What? I mean,
from all different, I mean, NES, Super Nintendo, PlayStation, anything really, Nintendo 64, and all of it, and stuff on the floor also that he has, all for the Wii U dev kit. Freaking awesome. I'm excited for Joe that he got it off his hands, and I'm also stoked for Kingsley.
And I get to go have a dev kit to play with, so.
That he has this. I mean, nobody gets these things. This is one thing that a developer or even like a hardcore Nintendo fan.
Oh my god. Wow. I've seen one of these before at the Shovel Knight offices because they have a dev kit for Shovel Knight. Wow. This is so cool. This is history. This is the stuff that like a true collector needs to get because this is, you're not going to see this anywhere else. This is so cool.
When people are like, oh yeah, I got a rare version of those, you know, Nintendo 64 or a rare version of an Xbox if you're an Xbox fan, but to get a Wii U dev kit, that's pretty darn stellar.
I'm actually happy to have like a piece of history.
Yeah, I was just telling Aaron that like this is, you're not going to.
I think these things probably come connect to a computer.
I guess. Do you guys do anything when you're guests at conventions?
Dude!
Like,
yeah, man.
You just.
We've already done 2 panels and now we're doing another one.
You need to do another one. Okay, so yes is the answer then.
Hello? Is it me you're looking for?
Who you rooting for, Lionel Richie version or Adele?
Lionel Richie, dude.
Yeah! Screw Adele! I have nothing against her, but whatever.
Hello. So it's the end, and you know what? I'm pretty sad. This convention was awesome.
Retropalooza has been officially stamped in our book of expos that we have to go to. I mean, it was...
Goodbye, sir. There was everything here, and I mean everything. 2 guys completed their NES collection, not just Scott.
I can't say to you how much it meant to me to meet RetroLiberty.
So much fun on every level. There was like such a sense of community between the people there and the YouTubers, and
it was awesome how everyone was just like humble. There was no one above anyone else, and we're just like, sweet.
Bye. I think what really brought this home, which was huge to me, and actually meant a super lot to me, was the panel at the end. You know, everybody going up there at once. It wasn't about one YouTuber being better than the other or bigger than the other. Nobody cared.
Talk about super nice people. They're nice.
Bye-bye. Take care. So long. Farewell.
And the funny thing is, when you go up there, nobody had a sense of like, oh, well, what is your... No one was even curious. No one cared what your channel was like. No one's... If you have 2,000, you're up there with someone like MattPat who has 7 million, no one's gonna ask. They're up there with a sense of community, and everybody's just up there talking to the fans and the people that watch these shows, and everyone gets to cross-promote their channels, and you're just in a place with tons of like-minded people who care about video games and creating content about video games. Retropalooza, freaking heck yes, we're coming back!
Alright guys, see you next year at Retropalooza. Yes.
we do have one little confession. No, nothing happens to your car.
We'll do Kingsley's face, I like that.
So if they send you like a bill, just forward it to us.
It's gonna get deducted from my
no, but
private toll
we
tag.
don't want you to get it deducted.
I'll make you guys pay for it when I come to LA, as in like, when I say me and the boys are gonna go hang out, I get the free thumbs up.
How's it feel to be Mexicans on the internet?
It's pretty good. Vote Trump. Nah, I'm joking.
I don't like being on the spot.
Okay, there you go.
Wait. That's when you mean serious. Oh, and the hat. And probably underwear, but we won't pull his pants down. Camera?
You want to split one with me? And see who gets the white?
I don't know about that.
Let's do it. We're both guys. Nothing weird here. Nothing weird. Let's do it. See who wins. Oh, snap, you won. All right, I have to eat the dry piece.
You gonna buy that can?
You know I'm gonna buy the can.
Okay. Buy all you can. Get it? All you can.
Next time.
It looks pretty cool though.
I thought it was like a Christian game.
Why did you think it was a Christian game called Blazing Angels? Oh, I don't want these games. Dang.
Would you do 5 on it?
I see a game! Probably doesn't work. It's a piece of decoration at best. Dang it, Ricky just found a Super Nintendo controller. I could actually use one of those. Nobody's here. We're not doing anything illegal.
Just found me some nice King of Fighters. I have it for the Dreamcast, but not the PlayStation.
Watch this.